Welcome back to I.O. For today's internet news, we are going to be talking about a security guard for a Taylor Swift concert who got fired for being a fan. Drew Barrymore was confronted and nearly attacked by a fan, and popular YouTuber Fousey documents his mental health crisis online. I'm your host for today, Maddie, and let's get into the news. In June, a clip of a security guard, Calvin Denker, singing along to Taylor Swift's Cruel Summer at one of her live shows went viral, receiving millions of views after it was shared to social media. It has now been reported that Denker has since been fired from the security company Best. Denker had previously said he applied for the job with the hope that he would be able to work at one of Swift's shows. That being said, Best reportedly does not allow its employees to take photos or videos while they're on the clock. According to reports, Denker passed out notes to some attendees during Swift's Minneapolis show, asking them to take a photo of him if the singer was in the background. A few months after his viral moment, Denker announced that he'd been fired after working at Ed Sheeran's Bank Stadium concert in Minneapolis on August 12th. He revealed on his TikTok account that he had gotten into trouble after coming clean about passing notes to concert goers asking for photos. Denker said, "Beyond that, the HR woman who called me wasn't able to articulate what exactly I did wrong because I didn't do anything wrong beyond asking for photos." Denker even claimed that he offered to delete his entire TikTok account if it meant he could keep his job. However, he never heard back from Best. The security guard said, "I never took out my own phone, and above all else, I made sure that Taylor Swift was safe and all fans had a good time." He also asked his followers not to send hate messages to Best as he really enjoyed his job. He said, "I still got to work one of the coolest concerts ever, and I got to work it twice. I hold no grudges against my employer." Denker isn't the first Swiftie to get a stadium security job in order to attend the very popular Eras Tour. In May, Nashville-based Davis Pierogi, who failed to score tickets, managed to get a job as a stadium security guard at the event. Pierogi also went viral online after fans spotted him in front of the Nissan Stadium stage as he sang along to some of Swift's songs. Talking to The Independent, Pierogi explained that when he couldn't get an Eras Tour ticket, he thought working at the stadium would be the only way he'd be able to attend. He said, "My dad used to work as a security guard when I was a kid, so I thought that was a good way to get into the concert. Basically, getting hired at the job was just filling out an online form." He also revealed, "You're really not supposed to be on your phone at all, so I don't have many pictures from that night that I took." While the guard couldn't take videos himself, his appearance at the concert went viral due to many fans capturing footage of him. On TikTok, fellow Swifties praised him for singing along to Swift's songs and knowing most of the words. They also confessed that they swooned over him that evening and called him adorable. I guess when it comes to the Eras Tour, you gotta do what you gotta do to be there. What do you think about Denker being fired? Did he cross the line, or were his employers a little too harsh? Let me hear your thoughts in the comments below. For our next story, Drew Barrymore had a bit of a scare on Monday night after a creepy encounter with a fan. The actress was in the middle of interviewing singer Renee Rapp at the 92nd Street Y in New York City, when the pair were forced to promptly exit the stage after an audience member rushed the stage and began speaking to her. While the women were speaking, a man interrupted and yelled, "Drew Barrymore." The actress, who was clearly frazzled as the audience member approached her, said, "Oh my god, yes, hi." The mystery man then identified himself, saying, "I'm Chad Michael Busteau. You know who I am. I need to see you at some point while I'm here in New York." That's when security intervened, surrounding Busteau on all sides, telling him to back up, and Rapp swiftly escorted Barrymore off stage. Luckily, the situation never got out of hand, but it was still a scare, I'm sure. The confused audience sat in silence for a few moments after the interruption before a staff member took to the stage to apologize, saying, "Hi everyone, sorry about that, just give us 1 minute." Thankfully, Barrymore and Rapp returned to continue their conversation about the singer's recently released album, Snow Angel. Once back on stage, Barrymore told Renee, "Well, I have a new definition of your sexiness. It's that level of protectiveness. You went full bodyguard. You are my Kevin Costner." The actress was clearly impressed by Rapp's quick thinking, and she returned the compliment, praising Drew's professionalism as she returned to the stage so quickly. She shared, "They were like, 'Hey, do you need anything? Just a second?' She was like, 'Oh no, I've got it, I'm good.'" Entertainment journalist Mackenzie Morrell wrote on Twitter, "It was such an amazing time despite the alarming hiccup in the beginning with Drew's stalker. Both handled it like bosses and recovered quickly to continue an awesome conversation. There are a lot of people online referring to this man as Barrymore's stalker, but I'm not certain that it's been confirmed by Barrymore or her team. A lot of fans have been praising Rapp's quick action in getting Barrymore off stage under the clips of the incident online. One fan said, 'The way Renee read the situation so fast.' Another said, 'Before before he even got anywhere near them, Renee was like, nope, this is not good, we're out. And that's some good instinct. Others noted Barrymore's initially warm response to the interruption was a testament to her kindness and enthusiasm. As of now, neither Rapp nor Barrymore have said anything further about the situation. Have you seen the clip? Are you a fan of Barrymore? Let me hear all of your thoughts on this situation in the comments below. Our last story of the day surrounds popular YouTuber Fousey, who's known for his 24/7 live streams. As long as his fans subscribe a certain amount in a set time, the stream will keep going. The YouTuber has made different style content over the years, but has most recently been literally live streaming everything he does all the time. If you aren't familiar with Fousey, I think it's good to note that he has a history of substance use issues as well as mental health issues, which he's been open and honest about with his viewers. I mean, when you're live streaming 24/7, I would imagine that it would be hard not to be open and honest. Anyway, now that we have a little bit of background on Fousey, last night he had a concerning interaction with law enforcement, all caught on his live stream, that ended in the YouTuber cussing out officers and being taken in for a mental health evaluation. Basically, Fousey was doing his usual streaming at the Intercontinental Miami Hotel when you can hear Fousey begin to scream at a police dispatcher on the phone as someone from his team tries to get him to calm down. The reason Fousey is worked up in the first place, as he tells, or rather screams to the dispatcher, that someone has been harassing him or possibly even threatening to take his life. I mean, any YouTuber of that scale is going to have people hating on them and sending hateful messages, but Fousey's situation is a little different. With live streaming 24/7, viewers can easily figure out where the streamer is in real time. That being said, I think Fousey has been known to get himself into drama in the past, and as I said, has struggled both with his mental health and substance use before. In an attempt to get the dispatcher to take him more seriously and get police to his hotel faster, he yells over the phone that he's a gun pointed at his head, basically begging for them to get there. Cops do eventually arrive, only for Fousey to continue to yell and scream at officers. Apparently, earlier in the day he had been involved with several altercations with other content creators, as suddenly things got out of hand after arguments and confrontations broke out between Fousey and the others. Fousey also mentioned numerous times to his viewers that he believed he had a stalker, and his concerns for his safety only grew over time. Fousey also claimed to the officers that his mother was in danger after someone had threatened her over the phone. The authorities ended up cuffing Fousey, and after all the chaos, he called the cops dumb. Following the whole ordeal, Miami PD revealed that the cops did not end up arresting Fousey, but instead determined that he needed to be brought to the hospital for a mental health evaluation. Sources close to the situation told TMZ that Fousey has been the victim of constant harassment, threats, and swatting, which has taken its toll. The claims of constant harassment seem to be supported, which again makes sense, as any person online is going to receive hate, which would only increase the more that person is online. Fousey's breakdown was so intense that another live streamer who was watching Fousey's stream on his own channel at the same time ended up calling the cops on Fousey out of concern, telling the dispatcher that he was armed. If you're unaware, fans have already been a little concerned about Fousey's mental health lately. This sparked after the YouTuber freaked out when he said the N-word on live stream earlier this month while rapping along to J. Cole's Love Yours. After that incident, Fousey sat down on the TMZ Verified podcast, telling them all the reasons he deeply regretted saying the racial slur. Fousey also told followers earlier this month that he was going to go to the doctor after his close friends and family wanted him to get a mental health evaluation. Fousey still has yet to comment on the situation, which is probably best for him, honestly. It seems like his problems are only getting worse with the 24-hour live streaming, so a break for some mental health care would probably be best. That being said, I'm also sure that in no time Fousey will be back on the internet, as it seems to be hard for him to stay away for very long. What are your thoughts on the situation? Are you a Fousey fan? Do you think he was actually in danger? Let me hear all of your thoughts on this situation and what you think is next to come for the YouTuber in the comments below. Well, that's all for the internet news today. Once again, I've been your host, Maddie. Make sure you leave all your thoughts on these stories in the comments below, and I will catch you later.